Welcome back, everyone, to Talk Gaming. I am the Seventh Sword, and I'm here with Brallus. We're gonna play playing some Dark Souls, summoning him right now.
Oh, Dark Souls! Coming in hot, Rich?
Yeah. Is it working? Sometimes this game doesn't work.
It does, hopefully.
Yeah!
Woo! Look, I'm dancing. Sweet, so we're gonna go over, basically, while we're playing this,
there's
and
two of
hopefully
you.
winning, we're gonna go over there's two of me?
I can summon another one of you.
Ooh, summon me again.
Summon failed.
Yeah, can I hit you? I forgot.
You can't hit me.
Nope. So we're gonna go over kind of the 2018 in review, some of our top games, some of our favorite games that came out, and just kind of go over a summary of how it went and what we're looking forward to in 2019. So,
yeah.
Rich, you have a favorite game of 2018?
Favorite game of 2018?
Yep.
Right now, I mean, I think I have to give it to Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead Redemption 2, of course. Who doesn't? Who could agree? Who could disagree with that, Rich?
You're going the wrong way, by the way. You do not have to go that way.
Whoa! Are those slime guys alive?
Yeah, they're alive.
All right.
But Spider-Man is also really good. So it's tough. It's really tough. But Red Dead Redemption 2, I mean, it's just Spider-Man is a well-made game, do not get me wrong. It's just that Red Dead Redemption 2 has you can tell there's just a lot more time put into that game.
Yeah, so I was looking through some indie games too that I played, like games like Raft. Raft was great. I don't think it's game of the year though. There were some other games like Celeste that came out. They're also very good. But overall, I mean, it's a fight. It's a pretty big battle between Red Dead Redemption 2, Spider-Man, God of War, I'm going to say.
Oh, God of War, damn it. It also came out.
I mean, yeah, so I mean, between God of War and Red Dead, I think I had more fun with Red Dead just because it's more my type of game, the open world style. And I just feel like I related more to Arthur Morgan as a character more than I did Kratos. I thought the voice acting was done better. I thought his story was more intriguing. I mean, Kratos' story was amazing. The whole game in general was amazing, but I think that Red Dead Redemption 2 takes the cake for me as far as my favorite game of the year so far.
Right.
But Wolfenstein 2 was up there too. I loved Wolfenstein 2.
I have not played
Wolfenstein 2?
I haven't played any of the Wolfenstein games, the new ones.
Haven't played any.
None.
Dude, Wolfenstein 2. That game starts off so strong, it just kind of sets you up for how the game's going to be. And it does some shit that when you're playing it, you're just like, oh man, they did that shit. You know what I mean? Like those wow moments. But it wasn't like a wow moment for the sake of a wow moment. It was a wow moment as to like, that's some real shit that happened back in the day. Like they weren't PC about anything. They just they just went straight with their gut. You know what I mean?
So is it worth a play? You think I should play it?
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. It's one of the best games of the year in my opinion.
Right.
I can't wait for the third one. But I loved Bethesda's first Wolfenstein. I like the second one even better. It's just overall a great game. Looks great. Plays great. Feels great. Story was amazing. But those are some of mine. Monster Hunter World was great. Did you play Monster Hunter?
I love Monster Hunter World. But that game is always evolving and changing. So, I mean, it's hard to kind of gauge it right now with Iceborne coming out early next year. I think it's early. Actually, I don't think they have a release date yet, but I hope it's early next year. So, there's a lot of things that I'm looking... Oh, no. So, Monster Hunter World is getting a huge DLC in 2019 called Iceborne.
Really?
Yes.
Is it like the equivalent of Destiny's Forsaken?
It's gonna be much better than Destiny's Forsaken. Let's be honest.
I mean, like, is it like a separate like add-on similar to the size of Destiny's Forsaken?
So they're adding in it sounds like they're adding in the official G rank, and if you don't know exactly what G rank is, it's the most difficult rank within Monster Hunter. And they add in a lot of new weapons, new armor, new monsters, and in the case of Monster Hunter World, they're actually it sounds like they're adding in new move sets for weapons, so they're actually giving you more moves now. And they'll also be introducing new areas. I believe 3 new areas is what was talked about, but I'm not. Again, this is all speculation, but this is what I think. And then they're going to be adding in a ton more monsters. The Nargacuga, which I know you don't know what that is, but it's a monster that turns invisible while you fight it, so it's really hard to actually fight. It's crazy.
All right.
So I mean,
that was a great game. I definitely enjoyed it. I think it was definitely better than the Monster. What was the Monster Hunter we played on Wii U? It wasn't Generations, right?
I didn't play Monster Hunter on Wii U.
Ah,
actually,
Rich!
Monster Hunter World was my very first Monster Hunter.
Oh, really?
I'm playing Generations on Switch right now too, and that's a fun game. Okay. You're not doing a lot of damage to that thing there.
No, I'm struggling over here. There we go. I'm killing him with my sparks.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Later, blob. But you know what? You know what I gotta say? Besides Red Dead Redemption 2, in my ultimate bias, is my favorite game of 2018.
Oh, here we go.
One guess. One guess.
Your favorite game of 2018? What your favorite game is?
Besides Red Dead 2.
I don't know. It's hard to. My timeline's all messed up. I don't really know what actually came out, so it's like it's
I'm
hard.
gonna give you a hint. It's my favorite game of all time
Shadow
ever released.
of the Colossus.
Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus remastered, baby.
That doesn't
came out in 2018.
count.
Game of the year.
Doesn't
yeah.
count.
Yeah.
It's a re-release of a game that came out a long time
it's so
ago.
good. It's a re-release. It came out.
I know.
It was re-released 3 times. It came out on
PS3.
PS2, PS3, and PS4. That's how good that fucking game is, and I wish people would actually give it a shot and give it a chance. The people that have heard of it and dodge it.
I have
It's
the
such a good
PS3
game.
version, and I played and beat Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. I played Last Guardian. I played all of them. They're all really
Dude,
good. Shadow of the Colossus is
I
definitely
named my
the
dog
one.
after Ico.
I know you did.
That's how much I love those games.
They're
My
really
dog's name
good.
is Ico.
Last
Oh,
Guardian
100%,
was
I love
really
it.
good too, but obviously Shadow is still better.
Where are we going, Rich?
I don't know. This place is a maze. I think we go this way. Wait. Wait. Yeah, this way.
Oh. Cool. Yeah, so I got my yearly fix with a little Left 4 Dead action, but not Left 4 Dead. Warhammer Vermintide 2. Did you play that?
No,
That was a
but I
great
saw
game.
Bob playing it.
Yeah.
Is
that's a good game. That was a
it
great
fun
game
to
as well.
play a long time, or is it just one of those things you play once
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're kind of done?
No, it's great. I love it. It's a great game. It's Left 4 Dead in 2018. If you could, if they made Left 4 Dead in 2018, it would be just like that.
You gotta jump
with
here.
swords, magic, that kind of stuff.
Careful.
Oh shit.
Hold on.
Go for it.
Yep, made it. No problem.
Oh shit!
Well, you didn't make it. Good luck down there. I'm not going with.
Rich! Rich!
Fine.
Help!
That did a lot of damage. I did not want.
Help! Oh, there's those poison guys, huh?
Yeah, you should probably heal at some point.
Oh!
They petrify. Hold on. Let's get some lightning in here, huh?
Oh shit! I'm being petrified.
Oh, so am I. No.
Got him! I got him! Woo! Saved your ass.
Hey, I also
But,
saved you
so
from
how do
the
you think?
other one.
Let's go over platform by review. How do you feel Xbox was in review of 2018? How do you feel like they did 2018?
So here's what I think about Xbox. Okay, it started off very weak overall. All right, but they're making headway. They're definitely gaining steam. Xbox One X I think is a huge push for them because they actually have a console that does perform better than the PS4 Pro. Red Dead Redemption 2 does technically look better and perform better on the Xbox One X. So I think they're finally at a place where they're starting to. Whoa! Okay, back to my thing.
Oh, Rich!
I still think that Sony is still the clear winner, but Xbox has definitely made a lot of progress, and I'm hopeful for the future because I like Microsoft. I mean, we can't argue that the 360 dominated back in the day, and that was the platform of choice,
Oh, absolutely.
So,
I'm gonna go. Are you ready for this, Rich? I'm gonna
Yeah.
go in. I'm going into this.
all right.
You know, I love my Xbox 360 and all that, and
going
my
into this.
my PS4. But just like you said, I was pro Xbox One or just Xbox 360 when it was those. I loved my PlayStation 2 and my Xbox equally, and then 360 was obviously better than PS3 and for many reasons, many aspects. And then they flip-flopped. So PS4 has dominated Xbox One since basically launch.
Yep.
And I think in 2018, I know Microsoft was trying to pick up on their exclusive game, because Sony's always been miles ahead of them with their exclusives.
Yep.
However, they had things come out like Sea of Thieves, which felt very unfinished. It felt like half of a game,
Yeah, Sea of Thieves was very disappointing.
It was just you and your friends on this ship. You'd sail to these empty islands, fighting the same 2 or 3 skeletons, and it just felt like an unfinished slog. And I was like really disappointed. And then you had State of Decay, which I think was just a buggy fucking nightmare. I mean, it was a decent game, but
sad though.
the
Like,
whole
there were so many high hopes for that game. Ah!
so many high hopes, and that game could have been something great, but I don't know what's going on over at Undead Labs or with Microsoft in general, because I know Microsoft now owns Undead Labs, so hopefully they can make a change to that. Oh, this is a real guy. Kick his ass.
No, this is just an NPC.
Bitch. Oh, okay.
Woo!
Ow, 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 ow.
He's dead.
But yeah, I was really disappointed by State of Decay 2. I wish they would have done a lot better at that. One game that did come out that shined pretty well was Forza Horizon 4. That game came out and rattled some cages. That was a great game, but not really my type of game, just because I kind of burnt out from the racing games.
Yeah, racing
especially
games
like things
are...
like the Crew 2 and stuff like that. I mean, the game I think I'll hardcore get into is probably Burnout. The next Burnout, whenever that comes out. But I mean, other than that, it was a pretty weak year for Xbox as far as software goes. But hardware-wise, yeah. I mean, the One X came out in 2017, but I feel like because of the purchases of the studios and stuff that they're doing, and their focus on exclusives, and now with the One X behind them, I think Microsoft's going to make some pretty huge moves in 2019 as far as software, because they purchased Undead Labs, Obsidian, the people who made Fallout New Vegas and Outer Worlds. So I'm hoping that they make some pretty huge moves.
Yeah, but
in 2019.
We're gonna see though, because yes, I know technically, of course, the One X is more powerful than the Pro, but it came out after the Pro, and that means Sony's been working on the next thing now, so they're technically always slightly ahead, right? PS5 is probably going to be announced in 2019.
So we'll see. I mean, we'll see.
So it's Sony has right now clearly the better exclusive list. I mean, I guess that is a matter of opinion, but based off of broad opinion, they're clearly winning in that market. They just have more studios dedicated to doing that, and they've released more consistent and better products over the years recently than Microsoft has.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
right now,
in light of that,
for a while it was.
Hold on. In light of that, let's talk about some of the disappointments of 2018. Like, since we were talking about Sea of Thieves. Yeah, exactly. So let's
overkills The Walking Dead. That
Dead,
atrocious fucking.
Obviously, Fallout 76, but we talked about that in great detail in the last one. So
we're gonna go ahead and skip over that.
Yeah, everybody knows. Everybody knows. All right.
Mario Party for Switch was pretty lackluster. I don't know if you played Mario Party.
So Mario Party's getting, I think it's mixed. I think Mario Party can be fixed with just some content updates. I don't think it's a bad game. I just think it wasn't ready, I guess is the word, which is interesting because Nintendo usually releases a pretty polished product, right?
Yeah.
But I think in terms of Mario Party, they kind of dropped the ball. They didn't really, they didn't give fans everything that they wanted that was in previous Mario Party games, which is just kind of sad. Smash Brothers Ultimate, I would say the online counts as a disappointment right now. Just because it didn't ship with 1v1. It didn't, like online. You have to set that in your preferences and stuff like that. And you still can't do it. They said that they fixed the online in terms of now it'll go more towards your preferences. It'll take longer, but they'll actually respect them. Oh wait! I gotta get the shortcut because if we die, then this will be so long. So,
where's the shortcut?
Shortcuts over here.
Okay. I mean, there were some good games. I think in review for 2018, I feel like it was a pretty disappointing year, honestly, for games, because they had a lot of games like Far Cry 5 and Just Cause 4, Fallout 76, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Odyssey was great.
Odyssey was good.
Odyssey was great. I feel like the end game was shit. I feel like the end game was trash. Yeah, I felt like the way they structured the end game was trash. Like, it literally made you have to grind in order to level up, and you had to be certain level in order to do certain quests, which meant you do a lot of the bullshit side quests. And it was just, I don't like the way they ended it.
You know what? You know what's annoying is that design felt like they wanted you to then at the very end, oh, I'll just buy the EXP boost.
Yeah, that's how they get you, and I feel like that's the state of the video game industry nowadays with most of the games. Like, I mean, look at Fallout 76. You know what I mean? Like, going back to that is like they make everything a grind, and they say, oh, you don't want to grind for it? Here, just pull out your wallet and buy some atoms.
Yeah,
you can just buy some atoms and just buy everything you want.
A grind is fine, but it needs to be balanced, and they know that they made it an annoying grind because they want you to buy the EXP boost with microtransactions. Microtransactions do not have any place in an Assassin's Creed game full retail price. They do not. And where are you? Come back up the.
I'm by the.
You're in the
back up the stairs.
Back back over here.
Oh, I see.
You keep slamming your table or something.
No, I'm putting my phone down.
You should probably not do that.
Nope. Oh, I didn't see this little shortcut here.
There we go.
But I mean, there are some disappointments. Like Ashen came out, and Ashen's supposed to be really good. I haven't made my way to that yet.
Ashen is actually good.
Pretty good.
Ashen's not a disappointment. Yeah. Ashen's a really well-made indie game, so that's a plus for Microsoft.
Yeah.
But it also came out on PC too, so it's like it's hard to label it as just an exclusive. I mean, technically it is, but PC. and all that.
I just feel like overall 2019 there was a lot of empty promises and a lot of games that underdelivered. Like Far Cry 5 was great, but I feel like if you look back to it, like what Far Cry 5 used to be, you know, like the island survival game where it's you versus the wild and some some tribes and stuff like that. Yeah, Far Cry in general, like they didn't have that grindy, flashy shit that they have now. Oh, Rich.
There it is.
They didn't have that stuff like they did in this one. Like
Dream Girl.
And the way they, yeah, my Dream Girl. A lot of the stuff that they have in Far Cry 5 now is just kind of filler. It's like fluff, you know. And I feel like a lot of it is just, it's just empty, soulless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I don't feel any attachment to any of the characters like I did in like the other ones, like Voss. Remember Voss from Far Cry 3?
Yeah.
Best villain in a Far Cry game.
Yeah,
so far.
Far Cry was known for having really good villains, even in Far Cry 4. You know.
Yeah. And now in 2019 they got this new Far Cry coming out that just looks like a straight up cash in. So I don't know. It's pretty disappointing. Just Cause 4, one of my favorite franchises. I love Just Cause. Was a massive letdown in terms of performance and like mission structure. It was just super disappointing, and I'm bummed out that it turned out like that. But I feel like a lot of games did. Like,
you know what?
They came out and they just kind of underperformed.
You know what else is technically disappointing? What we're playing right now. Like Dark Souls in general, it was really good when it came out, but the remaster, it's kind of disappointing.
Why do you say that?
Because they could have done so much more. You know, Now, I understand there's a lot of red tape behind it, but the fact is, there's stuff that was unfinished. There are things they could have added, you know, and it just seems like they did the bare minimum to release this remaster.
Really? Yeah. So, yeah.
It's still good because it's Dark Souls, right? But just this is still the best way to play Dark Souls right now. But that's not saying that much because the DS fix for PC that modded it basically did all of this already. For free.
See, I played Dark Souls 2 and 3, but I didn't ever. I played a little bit of Dark Souls 1 back in the day and Demon Souls for a little bit, but I never got far into Dark Souls 1 enough to know that how much of a difference this is compared to that. You know what I mean?
I mean, with DS Fix, it's hardly noticeable. There's a few bugs that DS Fix had, like there was a ladder bug, but that's pretty much it. You know?
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't technically From Software that made this. They don't even. It's Bandai Namco that's in charge of the IP because Bandai Namco owns the Dark Souls franchise now. It's just From Software just made it, and then Bandai Namco actually owns it. So it's not really on From Software. It's on Bandai Namco. It was clearly a cash grab, and then they released this game, and now they're releasing the whole trilogy all together. Really? I don't know if it's already out or I think it's already out because so they released this remastered for $40, and then they released the entire trilogy all together, including this one, the remastered version.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
cash grab city, right? But that's all Bandai Namco. So
yeah,
it's.
I mean, that's the equivalent of.
Oh, I want to break the tail.
Konami. That's the equivalent of Konami trying to make a quick penny off Metal Gear Survive.
Right? Yeah,
which was also a massive disappointment. Was that 2017 or 2018?
I don't know.
But still.
It was.
But still.
Yeah. I think that was. Was that this year? It's hard to tell. It all blurs, man.
Yeah. You know what I think one of the biggest disappointments though was for 2018 was Nintendo Switch's online service. I think a lot of people were stoked for that to launch, and it's turned out to be just kind of a mess. Like,
yeah, and you know what? What sucks about it is that everyone's gonna just say, "Oh, it's only $20," and it's like, no, that doesn't justify it being bad.
But still, I mean, what are you gonna play online besides Mario Party? I mean, not Mario Party, Super Smash Bros. But there's so much lag issues, latency issues with that game right now that it's like not worth really spending the $20. You know what I mean? I mean, the cool thing about it is that you get all those games for free. You know, the original Nintendo games, which is awesome because that's my kind of thing. Oh shit, Rich!
Are you okay?
No!
Did you die? Well,
yep.
Later, Chris. I'm just gonna have to finish this thing off by myself, huh?
You got it, Rich. Do it without me. But yeah, I mean the online service was kind of bad, but I think the biggest like letdown about the online service for Switch is the elephant in the room, which is the chat. You know, when you want to play Smash Bros, we use either Discord on our phones or we use PS4 chat, and we chat on there instead of using their app online on your smartphones. And I just think it's an absolute mess. And I'm like, Nintendo, what are you doing? Like, they still use friend codes. I feel like it's very archaic. And I feel like Nintendo is just kind of like arrogant about it. And they're like, you're getting an online service. You know?
I know. They're so like okay, the Switch is so revolutionary in its design, right? It's a console that you can bring with you on the go, and then their online is 3 years ago, not even 10 years ago, right? And you can't even I can't even send you a message directly on my Switch. I can't do that.
Nope.
I don't know if I can do it on the app. I haven't downloaded the app. You know why? Because whenever you and I play Switch games, we just talk on PS4. There's no point. Yeah. And it's just...
And I feel like...
I would rather them have a $40 or a $60 price tag for a year of their service and then have all those integrated features just like everybody else. I would.
Yeah, and I feel like as far as 2018 goes, Smash Bros, Pokemon Let's Go, Mario Party, which is lackluster. I mean, they had 2 really good games, but I can't think of really any games exclusives or anything that they dropped that were like, oh shit, I gotta get a Switch. You know what I mean?
Breath of the Wild, but that was last year, right?
That was last year, right? So that Super Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2. I mean, that's
there's a lot of
last year.
There's a lot of really good games in the future. There's going to be the new So like, let's talk about some stuff that we're looking forward to, right? Metroid Prime 4. I mean, I don't know if that's next year or not. I hope it is. So I'm just going to include it on this list because I hope it's next year. By the way, we should meet at the next spot. So
I think you got to come to mine so I can beat that boss, right?
I think you already beat it. Is there an icon? Didn't we already beat it in your world last time, like months ago?
I don't even remember.
All right. Well, anyway.
How would I find out? Fast travel?
Well, no. You can go there. So you have a shortcut. So go the way we went, and then there's a little ladder in the room with there was a giant rat.
Mm-hmm. Do
you remember that?
Yep.
There's a little ladder and a wooden door, and it goes all the way down, and you can just walk in.
Don't make me go there, Rich.
If you see a fog wall, then when you get to where we were at, then you didn't beat it. Actually,
didn't beat it.
Actually, you should be able to open ladder. Actually, an easier way to test. Actually, you want to talk to the guy. There's a weird guy with horns over here.
Nope. So do I go down this ladder after go down these first set of stairs here?
Yeah, go down that little ladder and then walk all the way down the stairs, and then go all the way to the big door at the end of the sewer hallway. And then if you can open it, you've beaten the boss.
Rich.
But anyway, so we've talked about disappointments. We've been negative. Now let's be a little bit more positive, right?
What about I mean, one more negative thing is if we're looking at 2019 in
general.
Hold
on a minute. I need to be more negative.
Yeah, if we're looking at 2019 in general. Oh, I can talk to this guy. He gives me gold pine resin, bottomless box.
Oh, no,
Do I want that?
No, try to open the door next to him.
It's already open.
Okay, then you've beaten the boss.
Yeah.
So we're going to the next area.
I mean, going back to it is, I mean, PS4 had a great year, obviously. Like, Ni no Kuni 2, Spider-Man, God of War, that kind of stuff. But they're going to have a phenomenal 2019, I think. I hope so, because they got Last of Us 2 coming out. But the thing is that Sony's skipping E3 in 2019, which is like kind of...
That hurts E3. It doesn't hurt Sony. It hurts E3.
I mean, but it's not a good look because it makes it look like they don't have anything to show, And they're canceling their PlayStation experience, which they do every year as well. But they say that they're going to try to do something to get more personal with the fans, which I think, hopefully, I'm hoping it's not just a cop-out, you know what I mean?
I think they're going to be doing a Nintendo Direct kind of thing.
Yeah, I hope they have something to show because, I mean, they got, Days Gone still hasn't come out yet.
That's true.
They got, what did I just say before? Crackdown, or not, it's Crackdown, it's Xbox.
Yeah,
they got Last of Us 2. So other than that, I'm not really sure. I mean, they don't really. They have some other games like Outer Worlds is going to be cross-platform and everything.
That game looks so great. Good. That's one of my.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. And then Xbox Gears 5 coming out, which I hope is good. I hope it's just not a cash-in. We got Halo Infinite, Rich.
Halo Infinite. Yeah.
Halo Infinite. I'm hoping that's a return to form.
Me too. Me too.
I hope that's a return to form for the series. We'll see, because Halo 5 just was kind of a letdown for me. It didn't do it for me.
I'm looking forward to Rage 2. I'm looking forward to
Rage 2 looks
Sekiro,
great.
Shadows Die Twice by From Software. That's coming out early next year. Anthem is coming out early next year. Resident Evil 2 Remake. Kingdom Hearts 3. There's so many good games coming out.
Kingdom Hearts gone gold already, right?
It's done.
Ooh.
It's gonna have terrible story.
I
mean, terrible voice acting in English at the very least, but it's gonna have amazing gameplay.
But that's what makes that game so charming.
I know. And then I don't know if Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming out next year now. Probably not, but I can hope, right? I can hope.
Hey, Rich, I got a dung pie for you.
No. Are you fighting these
big
green guys?
Yep, I remember this area because remember we were doing this in my game and I hated it. And this is when I rage quit.
I think I can join you. So.
Really?
I think so. I think I can join you here. Ooh.
Okay.
This is tough.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the go up to the bottom of the ladder. Actually, we can't. We can't do that. Yeah, go up to the bottom of the small ladder here, and I'll put it down.
I gotta finish. I'll go into your world, cause you just helped me, so I'll go into yours.
Okay. Cool. But
the ladder?
I mean, yeah. Yep. Small ladder.
Small ladder. Yeah. Yeah, right here. Okay. Putting my soap down. Soap. 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 Soap.
Soap. Soap. Soap.
Soap is down.
So yeah, 2018 overall. I mean, 2018 was good. 2018 turned out pretty well, I think. I think there was some letdowns, some games that blew a lot of smoke that didn't really like put out a whole lot. You know what I mean? Like they didn't really live up to standard as to what we were expecting. Like Far Cry 5, Just Cause 4, Sea of Thieves, that kind of State of Decay. I think a lot of those. Oh, I see you. Is that you?
Should be
oh,
me.
Hey, Rich. But other than that, I hope 2019 goes a lot better. And I just feel like overall, the video game industry learned a big lesson. I mean, it started with Battlefront 2, which was what, 2017, right?
That was 2017.
That whole fiasco, and then the whole Atlas launch in 2018, like a couple weeks ago. I think sent a message, and I think gamers are starting to get smarter and catch on to not being nickel and dimed left and right. You know what I mean? Far Cry DLC was pretty tragic. Like, there's just some things that I think developers, and I know games are not easy to make, but I think that these developers are starting to pay the price for getting real cheap and trying to, you know, cheapskate people with shitty DLCs, half tacked on games, like, you know, selling you half of a game and then turn around and selling the rest of you later in DLC form. I think that's like the big trend of 2018, and I think people are starting to catch on to that shit. So hopefully 2019 is a lot better. And I mean, by the way, remember, speaking of this game and games that never came out, remember Deep Down? Whatever happened to Deep Down?
I don't know, but that game looked incredible, but
yeah,
obviously something was wrong with it, and
PlayStation.
It's not coming out for a good reason. So
yeah,
but
it's supposed to be a PS4 launch title.
Do we know if Cyberpunk 2077 is coming out next year?
Yeah, that's next year.
Oh my god, next year's turning
about,
up to be incredible. Anthem 2. Oh, I'm poisoned. Oh no, I'm toxic. Well, Chris, it's been fun knowing you. Probably gonna die.
I'll go back there and get you. No, you're not.
I'm toxic. Might as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it now and later.
Rich, no!
That's all right. I'm the spirit.
I'll go back there and get you.
I should just be right there.
I'll go back there and
put my
get
soap
you.
back down. Soap, soap, soap. Soap, soap, soap. And I know you hate this game, but I'm looking forward to 2019 of Warframe because Fortuna just came out this year, and that's honestly that was really good. But there's obviously some bugs. But Melee 3.0 is coming out in Warframe, and honestly, that is the thing I'm more excited about. And I am all the way back here. Why?
Rich.
All right.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. Well, I'll be there in a moment.
Dark Souls. What am I most anticipated for 2019? What's your most anticipated game for 2019, Mitch? Mine's going to be
I'm going to say Metroid.
Death Stranding.
Oh, it's so hard.
Death Stranding.
Look, Metroid.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. I mean, Death Stranding is interesting. Don't get me wrong, but it's not my most anticipated. Mine's either between Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, Ghosts of Tsushima, or Metroid Prime 4. Kingdom Hearts 3 though, dude. There's so many games. There's so many games, dude. There's too many. There's just too many to.
There's just too many.
It's not a fair question. There's so many good games.
Nope. Yeah. So hopefully it turns out to be a better year.
You know, I'm just gonna say Metroid Prime 4 because we haven't gotten a Metroid Prime game in a very, very long time. So that one, it's like, you know, I'm thirsty for it. It's been a long time.
I'm ready for the Division 2 as well.
Division 2.
Remember the Division? We got to go through that one, Rich.
Yeah, we'll probably do it on the podcast.
Yep. But other than that, Rage 2 is going to be great.
Okay, I'm putting my soap down. I hope this thing doesn't kill me. Oh, he's trying to.
Metro Exodus.
Chris!
That's one of my favorites as well.
Oh my god, Metro. That's right. That's also coming out too.
Yeah.
There's room. You think Borderlands 3 is going to make it?
I don't know, because they haven't even announced it yet. So we'll see. Oh shit, I just canceled it. Okay, we're good. You're coming in.
Okay.
But other than that, I mean, I think it's going to be a good year. I'm hoping that those games deliver and they don't under-deliver and overpromise.
Right.
So,
you know what we should talk about next time a little bit? We should talk about indie games more.
Yeah.
We talked about big games this episode. I think next time, I think, do you want to do that next episode maybe? Indie games?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I have a whole list of smaller games I've been playing that I wanted to talk about, like Celeste. What's it called? Not Transformer.
I want to talk about,
you know what I'm talking about?
Crosscode, Hollow Knight. We can talk about Hyper Light Drifter, all that stuff.
Crosscode, that's what I want to play. I have not played Crosscode yet, but I'm hoping to get it on it real soon.
All right, well, we'll talk about it next time. Is there anything you want to... we're going into Blighttown, so honestly, it's not a bad time to call the podcast here.
Yeah, we're definitely calling the podcast here because we're about to go into Blighttown. Maybe Rich will throw in some clips in there as to how this ends up turning out, but I want to thank everybody for hopping on this new episode of Talk Gaming. We're excited for the new year. Hopefully everyone has a badass new year. Stay safe, and we will see you next week.
Yep. Happy New Year, guys. Thanks for listening. See you guys later.